What if your code could make decisions like a human? Flow control gives your Python programs the power to think, choose, and repeat intelligently. Let's unlock these skills today. Based on how expressions evaluate, a program can decide to skip instructions, repeat them, or choose one of several instructions to run. That's why there is decision or condition flow to skip, loop for repeat. Let's start with decision. Let's say age is equal to 12. Then we use if keyword and write age. Then we can check if age is less than or equal to 90. Use the comparison operator to return true or false of this condition. You can put this condition inside the parentheses if you want. Then here at the end of if statement you need to add the colon, then press enter. We need simply to print this one is teenager. Then click on run. I see the result is teenager. What about if the age is like 20? What will be the result? None. That's why we need else statement. Now we simply click enter and remove this indent, write else, and print adult. If someone is greater than 90, it will show is adult. As you look at on this flow chart, if you needed to add another condition like child, simply use elif that symbolize else if. Let's say this year is like 12, then you can say this is child. Now we need to add another range of integer. Simply press enter, we remove this indent, then we write elif. Then we can write age, and we check if age is less than or equal to 90. Put colon and press enter. Simply write this range is for teenager. Then we can hit. Simply we can write here like 11. Then we run. Now this is for child. That is nested if. Let's go on loop. So the loop, it executes the program part until condition satisfied. Let's start with for loop. We will end up with while loop. We begin by for as a keyword, and we write I as initialization. Let's use range function. Let's say for example to 5, which means it will execute until to 5, but not 5 included in the result. So we put the colon at each end of for loop and press enter. You can simply add the block of code here. Let's see, write print I. Now simply run. Now you see it will print from 0 up to 4, not 5. Let's see while loop. So while loop, we begin by initializing I. I'm choosing I in this tutorial. You can choose any letter you want or any variable. Write while as keyword. Then you can use I to form a condition which is less than, for example, like 5. Now I will count up to 5. Then we put colon. We press enter. Then here we need to add the block of code. You can say print, for example, that I. Now after print, you can press enter and we add incrementation. Now someone can see as write I, which is plus equal to 1, which is self-assignment operator. Let's try to run this. Now you look, it will run up to 5. What if I forgot or remove incrementation like this one? So let's click on run. This will force our program to be infinity loop, requiring force-free to stop compiler because I continue to be 0. Now I will never change. We continue to be 0 and this condition will continue to be true. That will cause our loop to be infinity. Now it will continue to learn. To stop this one, if you are in VS Code, you click on now the program stop. Let's add this incrementation again to back on infinity loop. The special case here, while loop in Python has else statement executed when condition is false. When this condition becomes false, when it is still up to 5, now we can print some statement. Let's press enter and remove this indent. Then we can add else statement. Let's write, for example, print. Now we can print by saying this is the end of loop. Then you can simply run here. Then you quickly see the output. Now at the end of this loop, we will print this statement, end of loop. So let's use both in one single program, decision and the loop, like finding if a number is even or odd in a given range. Let's start by initializing I, which is equal to 0, and we can write while, and we can say I should be less than to 10, but 10 is not included in the result. And also you can say if we need to check the condition of the even number, so we can check if I divided by or modulus, which gives the remainder modulus 2, which is equal to 0. If I divided by 2, we take the remainder by using modulus, and we check if the remainder is equal to 0, then press enter. Now we will print. Okay, so this is the even. Let's put the space. This is the even. Let's say LZ. Now otherwise the number will be the odd. Now you can say let's print I, and you can tell the user this is the odd. After this you can add the incrementation. Let's say I will be equal to I plus 1. Now we can end our loop. So by end our loop, by add LZ, we can print this is the end of loop. And also you can say this is the current I. Current I is simply I. Now let's click on run. Now you see every number with its category. 0 is even, 1 is up to 10. But 10, as I have said, is not included in the result. And after this, when the loop is terminated, the else statement of the while loop in Python will executed. That execute, this is the end of loop. The current I is 10.